All right, this is Assistantships for International Students at University of South Florida, 2024-2025. Now, this is a graduate assistantship, as we always see. I mean, obvious from the fact that it's for master's and PhD students. It's in University of South Florida in the United States. As you can see, it's full tuition, meaning it covers more than just... hang on. Okay, I'm going to do this once again. Now, this is Assistantships for International Students at University of South Florida. As you can see, this is like a graduate assistantship. It's for master's and PhD students. It's in University of South Florida. It says full tuition here, but I think it should be full funding. We're going to see about that in a second. Basically, full funding means it covers tuition fees, and then it gives you some more financial benefits. Like it can be accommodation, it can be about like it can be a book allowance, it can be a stipend, and etc. There are no specific nationalities, there are no specific subjects for this one, and the admission deadline is October 15th, right? So what you get from this is you get partial or full tuition fees. We're gonna see when is it partial, when is it full, and then you get monthly stipends and health insurance. So now the university, it's a university in South Florida, obviously. As you can see, it's kind of a large-ish school in Tampa, and doesn't have a lot of scholarships. If you want to get more information, you can see here like the admission process. Here we have deadlines, and well, so tuition fees are kind of oddly low for this university. Normally in the United States, it's like more than it's between $30,000 and $60,000. This is just $15,000. Again, it's still very expensive for a lot of people. Most people from like other so mid to low income countries will not be able to afford this, obviously. But again, for America, it's quite low, actually. If you want to see where the university is and what it looks like, we can just do that here. And yeah, this is the university. It's in Florida, obviously, the South Florida, so not close to Miami, which is a good thing because it would make it very, very expensive. So yeah, it's in Tampa. So this is what the university looks like. It's still like quite an expensive place, Florida. So if you want to study in the United States, a lot of you clearly do, from what I see on our numbers on YouTube. So yeah, this is the university. So the scholarship, you want to get more information, we have some eligibility criteria. Admitted as a full-time student in one of the university's graduate programs, 9 credit hours for spring and fall semester, 6 for summer. Student upholding a GPA of 3.0, which can manageable. Students who meet the academic requirements set by your department. So like based on your department, you have to be good enough to be admitted to university. Students who meet the required English language proficiency test scores if English is not the primary language of the student. So if you are coming from like Australia, United Kingdom, New Zealand, you wouldn't have this, like wouldn't need this. But if you don't, I think there are some places in India as well, some like other places as well, but not like for most of the world. It's like you would have to have an English language proficiency test score. So yeah, we have application process here. We have deadlines, and if you have any questions, you can just leave your comments in the section, and Hyun Lee will answer them for you. He answers every question. So we can click here to go to the official scholarship page. You can get more information. So basically, this is a graduate assistantship. So the thing is that it's kind of being employed by the university, so it can get very, very, very detailed and complicated because like it's kind of an employment process. So keep that in mind. We have like tuition waiver forms, guidance on, yeah, as you can see, we have a lot of those, and We have eligibility here, handbook, and like we can click on this one. Let me see. Yeah, you can click here to see the benefits. As you can see, includes not only competitive stipend rates, but also tuition payments and tuition payment eligibility. So basically, this is okay. So graduate assistants must meet all of the Office of Graduate Studies eligibility requirements, referred to Graduate Assistantship Eligibility section, and be appointed for at least 0.25 FTE. So FTE means full-time equivalent. So normally, one full-time equivalent is 40 hours. So you need to get at least a quarter of that, which is 10. Normally, you either work 10 hours, which is considered part-time, or you work for 20 hours, which is considered full-time for assistantships. So basically, actually, like a full-time graduate assistantship is like a half of FTE. Yeah. Each job classification has, so this you have to work at least 10 hours for tuition payment. And as you can see, they have even examples. So like a GTA appointed at 0.25 FTE for fall semester withdrawals from the university, and blah blah blah, as you can see. And then we have tuition payment administration. Yeah, as you can see, like you could look into health insurance coverage. You must look into health insurance coverage. It's extremely important. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a graduate assistantship. One thing to keep in mind that to be able to get graduate assistantships, you need to go to the university first. So you cannot just say, "Oh, I'll apply to this university and I don't have enough money to go there and study, but I will just wait to see if I can get the assistantship, and then if I do get the assistantship, then I will go and study there." You cannot do that. Basically, to be able to apply for this, you already have to be a student. So you cannot just financially depend on graduate assistantships. You have to have your own funds that will be enough for studying in that program. You have to go there, start studying, and then apply for assistantships. So if you get the assistantship, pretty much everything is covered and you get to keep your own funds. So yeah, keep that in mind.